Welcome to World Facts School. This is gonna blow your mind. In this video, we delve into the tumultuous journey of Donald J. Trump, a man who has undeniably carved his name into the annals of history. From his meteoric rise in the world of real estate, to his unprecedented tenure as the 45th President of the United States, Trump's life has been a whirlwind of ambition, controversy, and audacious decisions that continue to shape the world stage. Our exploration will navigate the complexities of his presidency, examining its profound impact on both domestic and global affairs. We'll uncover the motivations behind his most impactful policies, from the imposition of sweeping tariffs to the controversial immigration reforms. Get ready for a captivating journey through one of the most consequential periods in modern history. Don't forget to for more insightful deep dives into the lives and legacies of history's most fascinating figures. Donald Trump's story begins long before his foray into politics. Born into a wealthy family in Queens, New York, Trump's early life was marked by privilege and a drive to succeed. He entered the family business, eventually taking the helm of his father's real estate empire. Trump's name became synonymous with luxury high-rises, casinos, and golf courses. His ventures splashed across New York City and beyond. His business acumen, though often questioned, propelled him to celebrity status, his name becoming a brand synonymous with opulence and ambition. His foray into the political arena was unexpected, his brash style and unconventional rhetoric a stark departure from the polished pronouncements of career politicians. Yet it was this very unconventionality that resonated with a segment of the American populace, propelling him to a stunning victory in the 2016 presidential election. The world watched in astonishment as the real estate mogul, a man with no prior experience in elected office, ascended to the highest office in the land. Little did they know, this was only the beginning of a presidency that would challenge norms, ignite debates, and leave an indelible mark on the global landscape. Donald Trump's presidency was characterized by a series of bold and often controversial policy decisions. One of his signature moves was the implementation of sweeping tariffs on goods imported from countries like China, Mexico, and Canada. These tariffs, he argued, were necessary to protect American jobs and industries from unfair competition. In the realm of immigration, Trump remained steadfast in his commitment to tighten border security and reduce illegal immigration. His administration implemented policies aimed at making it more difficult for people to enter the United States illegally, sparking heated debates about national security and humanitarian concerns. Perhaps one of the most ambitious and transformative undertakings of Trump's presidency was the implementation of Project 2025. This initiative, conceived by conservative think tanks, aimed to fundamentally reshape the federal government, reducing its size and scope while advancing a conservative agenda. The reverberations of Trump's policies were felt far beyond the borders of the United States. His decision to impose tariffs sent shockwaves through the global economy, igniting trade wars and raising concerns about a potential global recession. The tariffs, coupled with Trump's America First rhetoric, strained relationships with longtime allies, who accused the United States of abandoning its role as a leader on the world stage. From the halls of the United Nations to the negotiating tables of international summits, Trump's presence disrupted the established world order. Trump's approach to foreign policy, often described as unpredictable and transactional, kept world leaders on edge. His decisions to withdraw from international agreements such as the Paris Climate Accord and the Iran nuclear deal further isolated the United States and fueled global uncertainty. Section 5. Domestic discord. Navigating resistance and upholding principles. Trump's presidency was marked by deep divisions within the United States. His policies and rhetoric ignited passionate opposition, with protests erupting across the country in response to his actions on immigration, healthcare, and social justice issues. The political climate became increasingly polarized, with both supporters and detractors digging in their heels and demonizing the opposing side. The media landscape, reflecting this polarization, became a battleground for competing narratives, further fueling the flames of division. Despite facing fierce opposition, Trump remained defiant, portraying himself as a fighter for the forgotten men and women of America. He cast himself as a bulwark against the forces of political correctness and globalism, appealing to those who felt left behind by the forces of globalization and cultural change. Section 6. A cast of characters: Musk, Vaught, and the architects of change. Donald Trump's presidency was shaped not only by his own vision, but also by the individuals he surrounded himself with. Elon Musk, the visionary entrepreneur behind Tesla and SpaceX, played a pivotal role in Trump's administration, heading the newly formed Department of Government Efficiency. Musk's mandate was to bring his business acumen to the federal government, streamlining operations and cutting costs. His appointment, while lauded by some for its potential to bring innovation to government, was met with skepticism by others who questioned his lack of experience in the public sector. Another key figure in Trump's administration was Russell Vaught, a conservative budget hawk who served as director of the Office of Management and Budget. Vaught was instrumental in advancing Trump's agenda of shrinking the federal government, his budget proposals reflecting a deep commitment to conservative fiscal principles. Section 7. The legacy unfolds: Trump's imprint on America and the world. As we step back to assess the legacy of Donald Trump's presidency, we encounter a complex and multifaceted picture. His supporters point to a booming economy, a strengthened military, and a renewed sense of American pride as evidence of his success. They credit him with appointing conservative judges to the Supreme Court, enacting tax cuts that they argue benefited businesses and individuals alike, and challenging the status quo in Washington, D.C. For his supporters, Trump was a disruptor who shook up the political establishment and gave voice to those who felt ignored by the political elite. His detractors paint a starkly different picture, arguing that Trump's presidency left the United States more divided, isolated, and economically vulnerable than ever before. They point to his divisive rhetoric, his attacks on democratic institutions, and his handling of the COVID-19 pandemic as evidence of his failures. Section 8. A fractured narrative: Perspectives on an unconventional leader. The story of Donald Trump is one that continues to be written and debated. His supporters view him as a fearless leader who stood up for American interests on the world stage and challenged the political establishment at home. They admire his business acumen, his willingness to speak his mind, and his unwavering commitment to putting America first. For them, Trump embodies a rejection of political correctness and a celebration of American strength and exceptionalism. His critics, on the other hand, view him as a demagogue who exploited racial and cultural divisions for political gain, undermined democratic norms, and damaged America's standing in the world. They see his presidency as a cautionary tale, a reminder of the fragility of democratic institutions and the importance of safeguarding truth and reason in public discourse. Section 9. Conclusion: An era of transformation and uncertainty. The presidency of Donald J. Trump was a period of immense transformation and upheaval, both within the United States and on the global stage. His unconventional leadership style, his bold policy decisions, and his divisive rhetoric left an indelible mark on the American psyche and the world order. As we move forward, the task of historians and citizens alike will be to grapple with the complexities of his legacy, to separate fact from fiction, and to understand the lasting impact of his presidency on the course of human events. One thing is certain: the story of Donald Trump is far from over. His influence on American politics and society continues to be felt, and his legacy will continue to be debated for generations to come. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of one of the most consequential periods in modern history. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more insightful, deep dives into the lives and legacies of history's most fascinating figures.